Hey YouTube, it's Tarot Trisha, and it's OMG, it's Tarot Trisha on Facebook and at Tarot Trisha on IG. Just wanted to make this video to talk about pendulums. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is just because you guys see me dangle this pendulum in front of your face, and you may or may not know what it's all about. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. You know, let's talk about the elephant in the room. All right, so anyway, what a pendulum is. So a pendulum is basically a weight on a string. Simple as that. A weight on a string. And it's been that the first pendulum was made out of hair and a paper clip. It was almost like someone was sitting in a prehistoric office, ripping their hair out, and saw a paper clip and put it on a piece of hair and was like, you know what? This is a divinatory hopefully they didn't say that. It was a divinatory tool. A tool of divinatory. A divine tool. God. I hope they didn't say that. I'm just going to leave that there. Maybe that'll get my views up some. Anyway, so people use pendulums for many different things. So far, I've used the pendulum for chakra healing. I've used the pendulum for yes or no questions. I did make a pendulum board, and I made it for spiritual communication because I know people use it for spiritual communication. And horror story. I don't even want to talk about that, but I will make a video if enough people ask about that freaking horror story. I had to get like 911 spiritual help immediately, and Cleo died like years ago. So guess who I called? God. No, not God, but more than I had to get the troops. Anyway, moving right along. All right, so you can use pendulums to find things. You can use pendulums to figure out if the food that you're about to eat is good or bad. Now, maybe you've been going over your cousin's house and she's like, I got this brand new homemade macaroni and cheese dish, and, you know, I want you to try it. And you've been going over there like every Monday. And you're like, I swear this is processed Velveeta. And you're like, she's like, no, it's homemade and it's baked. And you know, use your pendulum to kind of hover over the food and it tells you otherwise, then it's better that you believe in your pendulum than your cousin. That food is probably processed. So you can use it to identify foods that are bad for you. There are so many uses of pendulums that you have to kind of look up the different uses, you know, expand your brain library and, you know, expand your horizon, because some of these uses can trump going to the doctors. This is why they do not have a pendulum 101 or crystal 101. So most importantly, pendulums, if you use it like a crystal for your pendulum, it has a healing component to it. So you're also healing yourself when you wear a pendulum. You want to wear it all the time. You want to use this pendulum so that it can absorb your energy and it can get to know you better. It's like a gigapet. You remember those? So you can, when you pick out a pendulum, you got to make sure you pick out a pendulum that you trust. A pendulum that you're attracted to. A pendulum that is kind of attracted to you too. I remember when I first went to go pick my pendulum out, they all started rocking towards me. It was like going to a SPCA and trying to pick out a fucking, sorry. I don't, okay, sorry. I do have a potty mouth sometimes. Okay, it was like going to the SPCA and trying to pick out a freaking stray dog or cat, a rescue dog or cat. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I didn't have this much patience or this much knowledge about pendulums or picking out a pendulum. So I kind of like rushed it. I felt rushed with myself, and I picked out a pendulum that was kind of pretty. I mean, they all were rocking to me. So it was like, I don't know. But I did go through several pendulums before picking out one that I was comfortable with, because those things took me through yeah, some problems. Just like with any stone that you get, if you have a stone pendulum, you want to go through the process of the cleanse, the charge, and the intention setting, just like you would with any stone. So when you first buy it, make sure you cleanse it, make sure you charge it, and then you set your intentions to it, so the stone will work how you would like it to work for you, your pendulum. Now, I want to see if I can give you a demonstration of my pendulum. The last video I made, the pendulum was not liking it at all. So I just want to show you that the pendulum does move with your mind control. It is an intuitive extension of your mind when you hold it on the tip of your fingers and rest your elbows on the counter or tabletop in front of you. Sometimes your arm will jerk because it does play off of your nervous system. So you will see like an arm jerk. You'll feel the arm jerk if it was you holding it. But just for your knowledge that everybody does not work a pendulum when they first hold it and try to work it, just because of doubt and other things that come to play when using a pendulum. So if my pendulum will have me, may, I am going to try to give you a demonstration again. You didn't see the first clip. He was acting up. But I'm going to try to give you that demonstration with high hopes that we can get a yes, a no, and a circle maybe. And you can identify that. All right. Okay, so for the video, I did take the ring off. I feel like the ring probably had some type of effect on why this thing wasn't moving. So, as you can see, let me give you a closer look. This pendulum is off the table, off the surface. My elbow is planted on the surface. And I'm going to raise the phone back up. It's on the tip of my finger. I'm going to hold my finger level. And I'll even put, no, I think if I clasp this one, it'll make it feel like I'm moving it. So, or make you think that I'm moving it. I'm not moving it. So I'm going to first ask my pendulum to rock side to side. Okay, stop. All right, back and forth. And it's very, very weak. I don't think it likes the camera either. Okay, stop. In the circle, go in the circle. It's swinging strong, but I don't think you want to go in a circle. So, you can see that it is swinging. Like I said, sometimes it does make your arm jump, but this one is not like, not camera ready. Does not like to be on camera. I thought it could have been a ruby weighing it down, but no. It is not listening to my commands at all. But you have to let the stone know that you are grateful for it and thank it, and that you appreciate the guidance and help that it gave you. And then you carry on. You wear it all the time. So, you know, when you use a pendulum, if you start out using a pendulum, I would suggest starting out using it for health reasons. Pendulums are very useful for, like I said, the chakra healing, or, you know, opening up different points in your body, pressure points for flow. So if you have any more questions about pendulums, my experience with pendulums, make sure to leave it in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and watch out for my next video, which will be on the 3-card spread. Have a great night.